Welcome to Sri Digambar Institute of Technology, Dausa. My name is Mr. Ardis Kumar. Today we will discuss about the memory and input-output interfacing. Subject microprocessor, lecture number 12. Memory. What is the introduction? Memory unit is an essential component in digital computer since it is needed for storing program and data. 2 or 3 levels of memory such as main memory, secondary memory, cache memory are provided in a digital computer. The main memory is a fast memory. Type of memory: sensor memory, short term memory, long term memory. Records information from the sense for up to 3 seconds. Example are iconic visual memory and iconic auditory memory. Sensor memory is basically defined senses of the information record. Memory is a storing devices. कोई मेमोरी है, सम डाटा है, 8 बिट, 16 बिट, 32 बिट, 64 बिट. All data are stored in the memory. Short term memory hold about 7 items for up to 20 seconds before the material is forgotten or transferring to long term memory. Long term memory relatively permanent, can hold vast amount of information any relative to microprocessor. Sensor memory. Sensor memory is the ability to retain impression of sensory information after the original stimuli have ended. It acts as a kind of buffer for stimuli received through the 5 senses of sight, hearing, smell, taste, and touch, which are retained accurately but very briefly. For example, the ability to look at something and remember what it looked like with just a second of observation is an example of sensor memory. Stimuli detected by our sense can be either deliberately ignored, in which case they disappear almost instantaneously, or perceived, in which case they enter our sensory memory. Information is passed from the sensory memory into short term memory by the process of attention. An experiment by George Sperling in the early 1960 involving the flashing of a grid of letters for a very short period of time. 15 milliseconds suggest that the upper limit of sensory memory is approximately 12 items. Although participants often reported that they seemed to see more than they could actually report. The sensor memory, it defines ability to retain impression of sensory information. 5 sensors: sight, hearing, smell, taste, and touch. This is the example of sensor memory. Short term working memory. Short term memory acts as a kind of scratch pad for temporary recall of the information which is being processed at any point in time and has been referred to as the brain post-it note. It can be touched of as the ability to remember and process information at the same time. It holds a small amount of information, typically around 7 items or even less. In mind in an active, readily available state for a short period of time, typically from 10 to 15 seconds or sometime up to a minute. What is actually held is short-term memory through is not complete concept, but rather link or pointer such as word, for example, which the brain can flash out from it other accumulated knowledge. For example, in order to understand this sentence, the beginning of the sentence need to be held in mind while the rest is read, or holding on to a piece of information temporarily in order to complete a task. Carrying over a number in a subtraction sum, or remember a pursuing argument until another person finishing talk. A simultaneous translation where the interpreter must store information in one language while orally translating it into another. However, this information will quickly disappear forever unless we make a conscious effort to retain it by repetition of the information, or even more effectively by giving it a meaning and associating it with other previous acquired knowledge. Motivation is also a consideration. In that information of interest to a person is more likely to be retained in long-term memory. Chunking of information can lead to an increase in the short-term memory capacity. So the short-term memory as a kind of scratch pad of temporary informations. This is the short-term memory. Long-term memory. Long-term memory is obviously enough intended for storage of information over a long period of time. Long-term memory actually decays very little over time and can storing a seemingly unlimited amount of information almost indefinitely. There is some debate as to whether we actually ever forget anything at all, or whether it just becomes increasing difficult to access or retrieve certain item from memory. This is the long-term memory. Classification of memory. Memory basically three types: internal process memory, main memory, or secondary memory. Internal processor memory. A small high-speed memory inside the processor. Temporary storage of instruction and data. Example: register, golden cache. This is the internal processor memory. Main memory, it is relatively large memory placed outside the processor. Data and instruction storage for the operation of the processor can be accessed directly and repeatedly by the CPU. This is RAM है, random access memory, ROM, read only memory. This is the main memory. Main memory basically random access memory or read only memory. This is the main memory in two RAM and ROM. Random access memory, a temporary storage that can be read from or written into by the user. Volatile memory, every location can be accessed independently. Access time for every location is constant and independently of its position. Two type of RAM. This is the Dynamics RAM and statics RAM. Dynamics RAM, dynamics is the work for operation and statics for the work for RAM. And dynamic data storage and the static data storage. So these dynamics RAM and storage RAM is defined as read-only memory. A temporary storage can be read from written into by the user. Dynamics and static. Read-only memory, a class of storage used in computer and other electronic devices. Data stored in it cannot be modified. This is the non-volatile memory, and RAM is the volatile memory. Modern PC ROM is used to store the basic bootstrap, firmware for the main processor, as well as the various firmware needed to internally control self-contained devices such as graphics card, hard disk, DVD driver. This is the read-only memory. Secondary memory, much larger in capacity but slower than main memory. Permanent storage of data and instruction. Example for hard disk, CD, compact disc and floppy. So on. Input-output interfaces. Interfacing, any input or output devices is connected for input to output with respect to of input-output devices. Providing a method for transferring information between internal storage such as memory and CPU register and external input-output devices. Resolves the difference between the computer and peripheral devices. Peripheral, electromechanical device, CPU or memory electronics devices. Data transfer rate, peripherals usually slower, CPU or memory usually faster than peripherals. Some kind of synchronization mechanism may be needed. Unit of information, peripheral, byte, and CPU or memory, word. This is the unit of peripheral byte, and CPU central processing unit or memory, word. Memory unit is word, CPU unit is word. Operating mode, peripheral, autonomous, asynchronous, CPU or memory synchronous. This is the input-output interface. This is the example of input-output interface, bus buffer. Bus buffer, chip select, register select 1, register select 0, read and write, timing and control signal. This is the internal bus connected, independent for 8-bit, 16-bit or 32-bit. This is the data buffer is bidirectionally and data bus is connected. Data bus is bidirectionally buses. We communicate all connected for unit. So data bus basically is the bidirectionally and address bus is the unidirectional. So data bus is the D0 to D7 is the in this microprocessor connected for 8-bit bidirectionally. Okay. Chip select, register select, input output read and input output write. This is the read operations and this is the write operations. To CPU central processing unit with process of, this is the internal bus. Timing and control signal we connected for tab, status, control signal and DMA. This is the control and timing signals. Port A registers, input output data. Port B register, input output data. Control register, this is control data. Status registers, status, two input output devices. This is the example of an input output unit. Thank you watching this video.